Hello, dear viewers. I hope you're doing well. I'm your host, Jack. Thank you for tuning in.
Polo is the favourite sport of Prince William, who, of course, isn't appearing in the documentary because he's not speaking to his brother. I mean, you can't do a polo documentary, frankly, by Prince Harry if you don't include the British royal family in it, because they've been playing polo for decades.
Agreed with you, Andrew. That's it. There is no mention whatsoever. And it's almost like Harry's just erased how he got into the game in this. So that's very interesting as well. He's focusing it solely on playing polo where he is now in the United States, and also when he plays for the charity over in Africa. So it's across that, but it's like he's just eliminated that past history.
They're very good.
Sycophants who cause Prince William to be growth stunted want him to be associated with everything Prince Harry does. They're crying because William's name and the royal family's name aren't mentioned in #Netflix Polo. The only time the royal family and UK media mention #Harry and Meghan is to devalue them. A world where power is brokered not just through lineage, but through carefully crafted narratives, spun by those lurking in the wings. These are the courtiers, the advisors, the so-called friends whispering in the ears of royals, shaping perceptions and manipulating events to suit their agendas. They believe they know best, that their way is the only way to protect the monarchy, but their actions often achieve the opposite, creating division and distrust. This is not a new phenomenon. The history of the monarchy is littered with examples of courtiers wielding undue influence, shaping the destinies of kings and queens. But in the age of relentless media scrutiny and instant global communication, the stakes are higher than ever before. Every move is analyzed, every word dissected, and the consequences of manipulation far more reaching. Prince William, thrust into this viper's nest, must navigate these treacherous waters, learning to discern genuine advice from self-serving whispers, if he is to truly become the king he is destined to be. The manipulation of Prince William's public image is a subtle and insidious process, one that has been carefully orchestrated over the years. It begins with the courtiers, those unelected advisors who wield a surprising amount of power within the royal household. These individuals, often unseen and unheard by the public, play a crucial role in shaping the image of the monarchy. They see themselves as the gatekeepers of the monarchy, tasked with protecting its image and ensuring its survival. Their influence extends far beyond mere advice. They are the architects of the royal narrative. However, their definition of protection often involves controlling the narrative around William, molding him into the image they believe will resonate with the public. This involves a delicate balance of promoting his strengths while concealing any perceived weaknesses. These courtiers are masters of spin, skilled at planting stories in the press and subtly influencing William's schedule and public appearances. They know how to manipulate media coverage to ensure that William is always seen in the best possible light. They encourage him to engage in activities that paint him in a favorable light, such as charity work and public engagements that highlight his compassion and dedication, while steering him away from anything that might generate negative headlines. This careful curation of his public persona is designed to maintain a positive image at all times. On the surface, their intentions may seem noble. They want to present William as a stable, reliable, and popular future king. They aim to ensure that he is seen as a figure of continuity and stability in an ever-changing world. Yet their methods are deeply manipulative, denying him the agency to define his own public persona. This lack of autonomy can be stifling, preventing him from expressing his true self. The problem is further compounded by the courtiers' own biases and insecurities. Many of them are steeped in tradition, clinging to outdated notions of what a monarch should be. Their conservative views often clash with William's more progressive outlook. Many of them are steeped in tradition, clinging to outdated notions of what a monarch should be. They view William's more modern sensibilities, his desire to connect with the public on a personal level, his willingness to challenge the status quo, as a threat to the monarchy's stability. They view William's more modern sensibilities, his desire to connect with the public on a personal level, his willingness to challenge the status quo, as a threat to the monarchy's stability. This fear drives them to exert even greater control, pushing William to conform to their narrow vision of kingship. This fear drives them to exert even greater control, pushing William to conform to their narrow vision of kingship. They believe that by doing so, they are preserving the monarchy, but in reality they are stifling its potential for growth and evolution. Pushing William to conform to their narrow vision of kingship. The result is a carefully constructed public image that, while seemingly flawless, lacks authenticity. The result is a carefully constructed public image that, while seemingly flawless, lacks authenticity. It is a William manufactured by courtiers, not the genuine article. It is a William manufactured by courtiers, not the genuine article. This manipulation, though well-intentioned, ultimately harms William, preventing him from forging his own path and connecting with the public on his own terms. This manipulation, though well-intentioned, ultimately harms William, preventing him from forging his own path and connecting with the public on his own terms. He risks becoming a puppet king, beholden to the whims of those who claim to act in his best interests, preventing him from forging his own path and connecting with the public on his own terms. He risks becoming a puppet king, beholden to the whims of those who claim to act in his best interests. The challenge for William is to break free from these constraints and assert his own identity. He risks becoming a puppet king, beholden to the whims of those who claim to act in his best interests. The challenge for William is to break free from these constraints and assert his own identity. Only then can he truly connect with the public and fulfill his potential as a modern monarch. The narrative woven around Prince William is often entangled with the actions of his brother, Prince Harry. This entanglement is not just a recent phenomenon, but has been a persistent theme throughout their lives, from their childhood to their adult years. It's a lazy comparison, a convenient shorthand for courtiers and media alike to define William by what Harry is or is not. This shorthand, while easy to grasp, does a disservice to both brothers by reducing their complex lives to mere caricatures. This constant juxtaposition, however, is not only simplistic but deeply unfair to both brothers. It creates a false dichotomy, suggesting that one must be the good prince while the other is the bad one, which is far from the truth. It ignores their individual personalities, aspirations, and the different paths they have chosen. William, with his sense of duty and responsibility, and Harry, with his desire for independence and a different kind of public service, both have unique contributions to make. By constantly comparing William to Harry, the narrative subtly reinforces the notion that William is somehow incomplete without his brother. This notion is not only misleading but also harmful, as it undermines William's achievements and his potential to lead. It suggests that their destinies are forever intertwined, that one cannot exist without the other. This idea, while romantic in a literary sense, is impractical and unfair in real life, where each individual deserves to be seen for who they are. This is a dangerous and ultimately damaging narrative, and also perpetuates a sense of rivalry, even if one doesn't truly exist. It fuels unnecessary drama and speculation, which constrain relationships and create a toxic environment.